live, like the live, share the live. Y'all know what to do. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Kamish Reviews, the queen of all reality TV. We're about to get into this Big Brother Sunday night live. The views and opinions expressed on this channel are those of this channel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like it, because I don't care. Make sure you guys are liking the live on Twitter and Twitch and TikTok. But tap the screen for me over here on TikTok. Do me a favor, tap the screen over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I know Sunday Night's Live is not my favorite. It just really pretty much shows the nomination, which most of us know the nominations anyway. To be clear, thank y'all for. Thank you, baby, for hitting that like button for me. We pretty much know, to be honest, who's been HOH and who's been nominated, right? So as you guys can see, of course, I have the nomination screen behind me. We also know the HOH was a cute one, with the whole scary movie situation. I thought it was cute. I did like it. The screaming was a little bit extra, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I knew even before she won, when I saw how close it was between Morgan and Rachel, I was like, Rachel's gonna win this. And when she wins it, she's going to put the three of them up. I already knew it. I told you guys last week. So again, we're not surprised who nominated. What I was surprised about is how Mickey went upstairs talking to Rachel and literally threw Kelly under the bus. I mean, it was a good gameplay, but it didn't help her because Child Boo, she still put her on the block. I was like, well, Rachel is like coming in like this. Honestly, Morgan and Mickey made themselves a target. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the live for me. You said you glad this season finally took a turn after the first 4 weeks. Well, again, I think a lot of people, Morgan and Mickey especially, and Vince, put themselves in this position. Rachel's speech was on point. Vince is literally running. Vince is literally running the whole house, and Morgan's right there, and Mickey kind of joined in. When Mickey was separated herself from Morgan and Vince, she was doing the right thing. But after her HOH, she made it seem like there was a power team. She got Morgan, I'm sorry, not Rachel, Riley, and all these things. Catherine, and she didn't have none of those people. Mickey was delusional in her gameplay, and she should have joined forces as Keanu did with Rachel. I think Keanu's move was one of the best moves he made. He was drowning in the house, even though he thinks he has visualized people. He really doesn't. Rachel's telling him to tea. He's not listening, so he's another one that's getting on my nerves. But in real talk, Keanu didn't have anybody, and he made a smart move, in my opinion. It was a Q comp, in my opinion. Made the smart move. Thank y'all for the follow. Make sure you guys do hit the like button. I mean, like the live by following with Rachel, and I think other people in the house, like Ashley, who's also trying to follow with Rachel. Those are smart gameplays to me, and same with Will. Now, mind you, as Will stated, we never know what's going to happen in Big Brother house. We do not know who is going to get HOH. So you move that way every week. You said they showed the casualties, what Mickey is really, but I'm interested in Mickey's game. I'm interested in Mickey's game too now. Now, what I really want to see and what I will respect out of either Morgan, Mickey, to me, I feel like Mickey and Morgan have a harder role. Let's be clear. I think Morgan and Mickey have a harder role than Vince. I think Vince, he has the numbers. So in reality, for Morgan or Mickey, they will either have to win the veto themselves. No one's gonna take them down, or they would have to win the BB block. That would be the only way both of them stay. That's it. There's no other way around it. I don't care how much Mickey goes and talk to people and thinks because Mickey thinks I have the numbers, which means she thinks um she thinks she has scenario. Let's say, hey Vanessa, let's say that let's do a scenario like this. So Lauren's not gonna use the video, we know that already. So the three people are still on the block. So now we have the BB blockbuster. Depends on the blockbuster. I know that Vince has not been winning, but Vince had got so close in the veto, so he's trying hard, right? It's a big chance that he could actually win I'm sorry, the block BB blockbuster. Hey Calvin. So the thing of it is, I know that Mickey and Morgan are also going to be gunning for the BB blockbuster. They're going to be gunning hard for the BB blockbuster, hoping that they can win it and take themselves off the block. If Mickey takes herself off of the block, you will have Morgan and Vince. They'll send Morgan home. Period. If Morgan hit the BB blockbuster, Mickey's going home. That's pretty much the scenario. They're saving Vince regardless. Now, if Rachel had a choice, Rachel would like Vince to go home. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, please. Thank you for the follow. Please like the live. She wants Vince to go home. Now, I don't know how she would manage that. I really don't know. I just don't like if, say, for instance, whoever come off Mickey or Morgan, she would have to talk to everybody the night before. Like the night before the like Wednesday night, Rachel would have to. I'm saying if she wanted this to happen with Vince going home, she would have to talk to everybody in the house Wednesday night. But I don't see it happening because they want Vince to stay. Keanu wants Vince to stay. Riley, Catherine wants Vince to stay. Because if, say, for instance, Morgan's up there and Mickey is trying to rally votes to save Morgan. Yeah. The only one she would have is Ashley, maybe, and maybe Will. There's no way she would convince Riley or Catherine or Ava to keep Morgan. Yeah, they're screwed. And Mickey would have been okay, but Mickey attached herself to Morgan in that Vince train. And hey, mama. And I just think that literally that messed things up. That messed things up for her game. It did. From the time when she had her HOH reign, how she was jealous of Morgan and her relationship she was building with Vince, all of that tanked her game. She should have pivoted. When Morgan was feeling like she's backing off, Mickey should have continued to move that way. That could have faked it. Even when she got HOH, she could have said, look, we'd be cool in the HOH room, but when we're outside of this, let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just separate from each other. And I don't know. That's where her game got messed up, in my opinion. I really do believe that. It's so everything is going to be hinging on the BB blockbuster and who wins that. Which I don't know why I have a feeling that Morgan's going to win that. And again, I don't know what Morgan and Mickey think. And I know they have a full week, because today's just Sunday. But yeah, Morgan and Mickey had no chances on either side, whoever is up there. And Rachel framed it that way on purpose. There is no way that nobody's going to save either Mickey or Morgan. Mickey made broke bridges with the whole Riley situation when she stole the HOH. I told you guys he would never forgive that. So it's either way, and I really would like to see Morgan or Mickey's game, whoever survives it, because unfortunately they're not gonna both survive it. The video is already done, and all that's left now is the BBE block competition and the final votes on Thursday. Ooh, I saw this coming before, because I can remember I even said before she got HOH, I said, well, I'll say this, that I said she had to win HOH in order to stay in the house, or she'd be on the block. I said this because when she was running around telling people information, um, she blew up Mickey. I mean, she blew up Morgan and Vince's whole alliance. Mike on YouTube and said, I'm glad Rachel winning HOH, but I'm not sure if Rachel is guaranteed a spot in jury. Rachel said, hey, Black Vibe Reality. Um, it is Lord, Morgan and Mickey and Vince that's on the block right now. Yes, Michael. Rachel says she's not going to jury. She specifically said that she is not going to jury. She's just not doing it. So, yeah, that's not an option. Um, I do wonder, is she going to leave quietly, Mickey or Morgan, or you know what? I think Rachel made the right nominations for her, the same way that Mickey took the HOH. Everything has a consequence. When Mickey had the HOH, she could have turned the tide. She could have put up Catherine and Riley and Vince and made a big move. That would have helped her in the long run with Rachel, for one. It would have done a lot of different things. I feel like, even though Riley been pissed off or whatever, he would have became a bigger target to everybody because he would have crashed out with her being on the block. He was probably disrespectful and all kind of things. But to me, Mickey was scared. She was scared to make a big move. She was scared to do all this stuff, but she talk a lot of noise when she's not HOH. She tried to run Avery's HOH and all that type of stuff. She should have did a strategic play to cover herself for the next 2-3 weeks. Because you can't win HOH every week, and she won because she had a power. So what she should have done is put when she had Riley up there, she should have put Catherine up there because Catherine was being bullied, was being a bully-ish that day. And she should put Vince up there because he was a target for a lot of people, or Keanu. That should have been her gameplay. But instead, she was too afraid and liked Riley so much, she decides, oh, I'm gonna keep you on the block, but not put your girlfriend, the one who never talks to me. And as soon as it's time, you go on the block, the first thing he says is, we're sending Mickey home. That is the first thing he says. She stole my HOH like a 2-year-old with a dump truck. You should have known that. My first thing would have been, I'm about to try to get him to get out the house. If I was Mickey during her HOH reign, she should have tried, hey, Kobe, she should have tried to get him out of the house. And I would have renominated Vince. I would have made some moves. I would have literally made some moves. I would have shook up the house. I would not show my cards as, oh, I'm working with so and so, so and so. No, I'm going to show you what I'm doing, making my moves, cover myself for the next couple of weeks. Make sure you guys like the live, please. That's literally my opinion about that whole situation. Like, I don't know. I'm disappointed in her HOH. It just drives me because to me, when you become HOH, that's a time. I do remember that, Lizzie. That's the time to secure your bag, secure yourself to be in the house, secure safety for the future, or make alliances, make plans. She literally secured herself for that week and the week after, and that's it. To go home this week, to me, her resume, unfortunately, is going to be crazy because she thinks that her HOH is iconic. Her HOH was the flop of the season. They may call Lauren boring, but Mickey was a flop. Ava made moves in the house and she's not scared. She's been under the radar and she's playing the game. Now she's attached to Rachel, who is in power for the next of the week. And Rachel is not scared to make moves. I think her nominations were on point. She's working with Keanu. Hey, Lala. He's working with Keanu right now. Okay. Um, the only people that you could think of, honestly, would be Morgan and Mickey, because who else would you want to put on the block? Please, guys, share my live and like the live, please. Will is playing smarter than I thought he was. I love how he said this. He's like, Mickey, this is not the freaking gangster, the mafia. I'm not about to do your bidding for you because you pissed off and so on. So I ain't got nothing to do with that. Michelle says, oh, I'm sorry. When do you think Rachel needs to go as a strong player? Honestly, if they do not take Rachel out in the next HOH, I think it's a wrap. I really do. I think it's a wrap. I think Rachel's going to go to the very, very end. That's just my opinion about it. Okay. Kelly, in my opinion, is trying to be in the background. She was so much in the forefront, getting getting up on the block every week, that I really think that Kelly's like, I want to be in the background. I don't want to be all in the front. I don't want none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm good. Ava's playing that type of game, and to me, it's working for her. It's also working for Will. Keanu wants to get out Will and Ava, but of course they want to keep Laura, and they want to keep the showmance, which is two people but one. And I don't know how nobody doesn't see Riley and her as a threat. That's also very, very confusing. Very, very, very confusing. You guys do not see them as a threat. But Keanu, he's playing the game like he's kind of lost. Rachel's telling him stuff, and he's just like, oh, well, that's not true. I'm like, no, what Rachel's saying is right. What are you talking about, Keanu? I don't understand with what Keanu is saying in some of his game talk. I'm sorry. It's very confusing. What is okay. Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't really understand his game. I like Keanu. I have no problem with Keanu, but I don't get the game talk. When they're talking about some serious game, thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you. When they're talking about some serious conversations, he's like, oh, I want to be in the middle. She's like, no, they're coming for us. We got to come off on top. So she knew she had to win HOH because she knew she was gonna be on the block. So for Will, Ava, and Ashley, they are all in a good spot. And Kelly probably is a little bit shaky because she went back and said what she said, but she's still in a good spot as well. And so is the showman's because it reminds her of Brendan and her. But if Mickey would have moved differently, it could have got rid of either Riley or Catherine. That would have changed the whole house. Because Catherine would have went home, Riley would have acted a whole fool, been so disrespectful that he would have become the target. I'm telling you what would have happened. He would have look how he's acting with her now. So he would have literally crashed out if she got sent home crying and all kinds of things. Paula been going off of Mickey, calling her name, pointing his finger in the face. I would have done all that just for the crash out. Like strategically think about it. That man came to you crying about a woman he just met. Are you serious? I would have most definitely put her on the block. Especially how you came to be crying. Oh, after you yelled at me, cuss me out. Oh, sure, I want you to go on the block. And my next nominations is Catherine. And did and would have. And he would have probably reacted bad at the nomination ceremony. You are an effing lawyer or some crap. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It would have turned into a whole hot mess. And I'm telling you, Riley would have crashed out so freaking bad. Oh my God. But instead, she was like over there leaning on Riley and Catherine. But when they're in the hammock, yeah, Mick is going this week. Girl. You were not playing for the winning team, Mickey, including for yourself. I'm saying for yourself. Self preservation is what it is in these games. And she did not do that. She did not. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what was the goal, baby. I don't know. But the goal, the goal now is you better save yourself, child, and the BB, or you're going to go home. Ain't not even going to jury. Talk all that crap about jury, but going home before jury. Child, boo. Talked all that crap just to go home. That's crazy. I mean, she's been making fun of a lot of people in the house as well. So to me, it's like people are probably looking at me like this is karma. Now you all crying down the wall, but you make people cry in this house too. And then you making fun of people. Like, I don't understand that also. Like, y'all don't realize there is a camera watching y'all every minute. I don't understand why people are still forgetting about it. I know you're comfortable in the house. I get it. But this is how you are in real life. I'm sure somebody gonna come out the closet and say, yes, she's like this in real life. Somebody. Because I'm not trying to judge Mickey or nothing like that. I'm not. Because I know it's crazy to say it. I still love to see her turn this around. But I kind of feel like it's too little too late. If she stays in the house for a miracle or reason, because I got a feeling she's going home, in my opinion, I still don't see how she could turn everything around. And I do believe it's gonna be the wall competition. I know we keep saying this every week, but after all of this mess, it's gonna be a turmoil week, nomination between either Mickey or Morgan going home. The HOH will be a wall competition. Rachel will not be up to play. This is gonna be a physical competition. If Morgan stays in the house, she would do everything that she can to not fall off that wall. I mean, she's not going to fall. Vince is probably not gonna try not to fall. Who else we got? Riley is gonna make sure he wins. Will fall, no shade. Ashley will fall, no shade. Ava will fall, no shade. Catherine, I'm not sure. But I can see Riley and Morgan and Vince sitting up there, holding on to that wall. I can literally see everybody else fall off. And those when the deals get me made, right there on that wall. If I was Morgan, there is no way in the world I would fall. I don't give a care if they offer me immunity for 2 weeks. I would not fall off that wall if I was Morgan. I would not trust a soul, especially my best friend just left the house. I'm not moving. I'm staying on this wall right here. I'm not moving. Because if Riley wins HOH, he's going to put up two black women. I'm just saying what's going to happen. If Riley wins, he's going to put up Ashley and Morgan. And probably will. I can tell you right now, if Riley puts up three black people, they're going to tear him to shreds. They're going to tear him to shreds, and that house is going to, because Ashley's gonna go in. I wouldn't blame her if she did. I'm telling y'all, if Riley gets HOH, she's gonna put up Will, Ashley, and Morgan. I'm saying if Morgan's in the house or if Mickey's in the house, those are going to be put up. And I'm telling y'all right now, the internet is going to tear him up, and I believe Ashley will also tear him up. That's gonna be a fight to the finish. I'm telling y'all, that's gonna blow up. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot. Now, if Vince gets HOH, because I'm saying that the people that's gonna be on the wall last, in my opinion, is going to be Vince, Morgan, and Riley. Vince is going to put up um, Ava, Rachel. I'm not sure about the third person. He might put Will up. I'm sorry, he's gonna put Ashley up. My bad. He'll put Rachel, Ashley, and Ava on the block. If Vince gets it, that's all three of them right there. Right now it's Rachel, and she has nominated Vince, Morgan, and Mickey. So Rachel's HOH. So yes, I feel like if the walls competition, if it's a really strong wall competition, the final three will be Vince and Riley and Morgan. I'm telling you, and I think that those are going to be the nominations. Like I said, Riley will put up all black people. Will Morgan. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Well, who did I say? I said Riley will put up. Oh, yeah, that's right. Will Morgan and Ashley. And Vince would put up Ashley, Rachel, and Ava. Back at Ava for putting them on the block. Would put up Ashley because he just has not liked her since the first time he put her on the block. So it's actually understandable. And Rachel because she put him on the block and he feels like she's coming for her. So I understand Vince's nominations. I won't understand Riley's. They would tear him to shreds, and I'll be right there with him. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Ashley would better she go comfort him. It's going that house will turn upside down. If Riley's HOH, he's gonna put up three black people. I'm telling you, they're going to tear him up. And I'm gonna be right here in the chat with y'all doing the same thing all day. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. hmm Morgan, on the other hand, if she gets HOH, she will put up Rachel. Hmm. She'll probably put up Riley and Keanu. Yes. If Morgan becomes HOH, she will put up Keanu, Riley, who did I say? And Rachel. Mm-hmm. Yep. I forgot about Kelly. Kelly, I don't know. I don't know about Kelly if he might have put her up, to be honest. Now, if Mickey was the one who stayed in the house and she on the wall and I don't see her beating Morgan, to be honest though. But if she won HOH again, she would most definitely put up Rachel out of spite. Keanu, for sure. Um, the third nomination might be Kelly. Because she won't target Riley or Captain, which I don't know why. Because like Mickey's mind is, I don't know. So yeah, that's what I think. Now Rachel could put Kelly as a fourth nom if the video was used because she messed up right before the nominations and told something she shouldn't have told. That would be a good excuse and use that for that. Honestly, nobody would blame her. It would be a good game move because Kelly shouldn't have said anything. So that I could get her, renominate her, right? But they're not gonna use the video. The votes are gonna stay. I'm sorry, the nominations are gonna stay just like they are, and we're either gonna lose Mickey or Morgan. That's pretty much it. Because what's the purpose of even taking Vinny down to put Kelly up, even though we know it's gonna be between Morgan and Mickey anyway? It doesn't even matter who she renominates. So to me, it's like, what's the point? Because again, no matter what, it's either Mickey or Morgan going home on Thursday. And Rachel will be looked at as I took out the big whatever big uh player in the game, even though her partner in crime, Keanu, is still plotting to get Rachel out of the house. Make that make sense. I'm gonna be honest. I think that it would be interesting if Vince went home to see how the change in the house would be. I'm with Rachel. I feel like Vince is a really sneaky player. He's a good player, and that I feel like nobody sees it. That I really think that Vince goes home, it would make a big difference in the house how people move. And I kind of want to see Mickey and Morgan play separately and see how they move in the game. Like if Morgan gets HOH, obviously I could say, for instance, Mickey's still in the house and Vince goes home, which I doubt it. I can see Mickey and Morgan celebrating in the HOH. That's be a normal thing, right? But my gameplay would be, hey, girl, let's kind of separate from each other because they're attached. I would separate from Morgan and I would separate from Mickey. I really think they should do that. That's if that happens. If Morgan gets back into the house and she becomes HOH, the same thing applies with her and Vince. I'm cool that we're an alliance, but let's only join up at night or in here or whatever, but let's kind of back up and not be as close. Because they're putting this together all the time. It's why we're getting put on the block. That's my opinion on that. But I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly, guys. We'll find out Thursday. I'm pretty sure Mickey and Morgan are going to be Catherine and Lauren not winning the wall competition. Well, I don't want to say that either. I'm not even going to say that. I don't know who Catherine and Lauren would put up, but Catherine would do whatever Riley wanted. Lauren would do whatever the boys told her to do. So I know this whole entire week, I'm pretty sure Morgan and Mickey would be trying to kiss everybody's butt, trying to, get them to stay. But Mickey's the one ultimately going home out between her and Morgan. Just in my opinion. They're gonna all talk scenarios about who we're gonna vote home, regardless of or the scenario if who wins the BB blockbuster, we got to make a decision who we're gonna send home. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about that tonight. They're gonna talk about it every day this week, and so we'll figure out who they're gonna send home. We'll talk about it. I'll probably come back live Wednesday. I'm off, so we can talk about the conversations on live feeds, what has been said this rest tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday, and then Thursday we'll come alive a couple of times to talk about the live eviction and who is going home. Mickey, girl, you put yourself in such a awful predicament that you did not have to do, and I still feel bad about it. I know everybody mad at Mickey and everything. I get it, but I just wish you would have played a different game. And it is what it is, man. Morgan and Mickey could have been such an iconic alliance if they would have, Anyway, with that being said, y'all, one thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is, period.